We in this podcast.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna keep it. Yo, well, listen, we still rolling, we still vibing. We got this camera going.
It's not really, it doesn't feel hot
It's
or
just-
anything. It's just,
I put some bacon on that
internal
shit,
temp
bro.
too high and it turns
Yeah.
off.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think I'm gonna have to invest in another camera as well. But
Bruh.
it's fun.
That's crazy.
But you know what? It's all part of the journey. But going back to like TES again, it's I guess like as I'm talking about TES, this is where, and if I keep giving out flowers, I don't care. I'm still keep giving out flowers because then it's a whole lot of love that I extend out to, you know, folks like Joint Empire, like a G Recording Studios. You know, reason being is because, you know, I know for G reached out to, it was one of the, like this, oftentimes whenever it is that TES makes a move, that's because TES playing the shit in that executes, right? That was not the case with G, whatever it is that we're doing with G, because G reached out to us. And it was like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
And so okay, so like and he's doing the same.
Like we talked about, that happens, right? Where you believe in yourself, you believe in what you're doing enough, where people are going to support the vision eventually. It's not going to happen immediately.
Yeah,
It's gonna
good people
happen.
though, G. Shout out G.
Big
Shout
shout
out
out
G.
to him. Big
G
shout out to him.
Productions.
And the thing that G Productions as well as Joint Empire, they're doing the same shit that we doing.
Yeah, man. Honestly, come to think of it, G hit me up maybe about a year ago and was like, "Yo, y'all just want to come by and vibe and hang out?" And I was like, "Sure, bro. I don't know you, but hell yeah, let's go. You know, like, show me what you got going on. I'll show you what you got going on. We can chill, whatever. You know."
So, yeah,
That's what I like about the community. You know, all the good people are always supportive of one another. You know, even though like a lot of people from the outside looking in and be like, "Oh, that's a guy's your competitor" and all that. I'm like, G's got stuff that I can't offer, and I've got stuff that G can't offer. So for me, I'm like, that's no competition, bro.
And man, there's enough to go. And I guess I don't blame folks for it because I get whatever. It's been pushed out that too many things are finite, but nah, there really is a lot to go around. To be honest, whether if you want to talk about money, attention, whatever it is that you know, whatever it is that folks is competing for, there's more than what it is. It's just the means of the allocation of certain things. Like for instance, there's a lot of focus or whichever place towards the folks higher up, the celebrities and all that other sort of jazz. Everybody's sort of kind of looking up at them, but hell, it's within the U.S. There's so many, like what, I don't even know how many people are in the U.S. Like it sounds like 300 million or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of eyes. That's a lot of attention, man. Come on,
See, my
bro.
thing, yeah, all the eyes are on, like, when it comes to music, all the big artists and stuff.
Yeah.
But all of them got writers, bro. Like, I think all the good music, truly
Good
good music is all underground, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all the magical music is, bro. Because all these people are getting told what to say, because they're owned by labels and stuff. But where if you remain independent, bro, no one can tell you what to say except for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'll always be an independent artist. And you get to keep 100% of the money.
That part.
And 100% of your rights.
Yeah.
That part. That's for damn sure. I don't know.
It's not that the music ain't good. 'Cause it's good, obviously. You know,
I
it's been there for a
don't
reason.
even. But I don't even know if it is.
But like, yeah, but is it good? Do I think it's good because I'm told it's good, or is it actually good? But who knows?
I don't know. That's a whole nother freaking. That's a whole nother conversation in and of itself. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to like. I'll say this: if it's not, especially nowadays, if it's not an artist that I know, right? You know, whether it be myself, Negra, you know, my brother Michael, you know, which I'll say this: I gotta listen more to y'all shit, but I'm gonna throw y'all up in the mix. And just go down the list. You could throw Philip Good, you could throw Mad Mally, you could throw Edwards. There's so many different names. But like, if I don't happen to know them, I almost don't even really want to listen to them.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm similar, man. I like knowing the person, you know, behind it, because then it means more when you hear their song later.
That might be. I was
listening to the royal process, like the drive here, nigga. Like, I'm
you
saying.
wanted to talk about powerful creations, even on that project, man. Like Crown Out the Mud, first song ever. The first song that I ever wrote. You know, way back. What was it? I think it was like 2019 or whichever, and that's now becoming a thing. I Spy, like in 2021. You know what?
Oh, shout out to I Spy, bro.
Yeah, bro. Listen, hey, yo, again,
he was able to get that right for you.
Yo, listen, there's so many, like, so much small shit. Like, when I was listening to What Do They Want, and when I was listening to I Spy, again, big shout outs to Joint Empire, right? Because, like, you know, as we're going through the recording process, you know, they're like, yo, hey, yo, Zach, yo, go ahead and, layer it up. Hey, yo, bro, I know you want to get to the ad-libs. Let's just focus on the emphasis. Oh, shit, my bad. Let's jump on the emphasis. And then as I'm listening to it, I'm like, you see, I'm glad I wasn't so damn hard-headed. This is exactly why you go through and do it the way that, you know, whether it be a Joint Empire or a G, because there's been plenty of times where, you know, G has stirred me in the right direction when it comes to, hey yo, hit the emphasis on the rhyming words, and let's run that a couple of times, and listening back to it, I'm like, oh, because I was like, man, listen, if we'd have just kept it as is, I'd have had us just go through re-recording the same part over and over again until we got it perfect.
Yeah.
So,
moral of the story: listen to the engineer, because they've heard a thing or two.
Oh, you goddamn right. They know what
It's like, yeah, we know, buddy.
and which I'm gonna say this, even despite all of what may be going on, you know, still I'm gonna give a huge shout out to this person and to this entity as well. Again, much love out to a DJ, much love out to a Just Velocity Studios. Reason being is because in the same way how for What Do They Want and I Spy, the same way how Parlay and K.So, hey yo Zach, yo Coach, you know, Coach Mo, hey yo, go ahead and do this, yo, this it's gonna come out awesome, I'm telling you. Same way that G for Crown Out the Mud, hey yo, run that back one more time, okay, do it this way for whatever, you know, heavy is the head, you know. For D. Leger, he did that same exact thing for when we recorded Faded and when we recorded Show Me, in which both of those songs are very special, but especially Show Me because that's the first one that we put together, and that is it is iconic. That again, that's in the conversation for one of our special, you know, creations, man. But I don't know. I'll say this: I'm doing a whole lot of talking. What the fuck? I didn't even know that much time went by. Whoa, it's about to be 6.
Wait, what?
Yo, no, dead ass. I did not know that much time went by. Okay.
Oh.
I looked over to the right. I was like, yo, let me ask. Okay, I still am gonna ask y'all like some questions. This will be the final thing that I say, because you mentioned something about how. And which I'm not going to get too much into, like, what the conversation that we had. But I know you mentioned something about how at some point in time folks would leave, and then they didn't leave. And it goes to the overall point that you mentioned about you have to have so much of a strong, like, you got to really support yourself, and I really resonated with that, because that's why, you know, of course, and I told my folks this all the time, like, the external sphere, even though that's us coming together, it was based off the internal sphere. The internal sphere, that's all me working on myself and growing in all these different ways and fashions. I'll say the point that drove me to creating the internal sphere was I felt the same exact way when I was going through that first pageant. I don't think this part I explained to folks when I was going through the pageant, but like throughout that process, there was fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and get into some of the personal shit that was going on, because back in 2019, Florida State University, you know, doing the pageant for the Caribbean Students Association, there was so much drama going on between the folks running the pageant, the folks that were in the pageant. It was so much shit going on. I don't even know if anybody had any babies, but it was like on some baby mama, baby daddy type drama. But so there's I know for me in particular, I had that going on. I wasn't like it ain't nothing. Let's just say, of course, because there's so much shit going around, that's one source. right? Even though I wasn't even up in there, having to deal with that was something. And then, you know, again, as we're talking about going through the process, you know, my mom, you know, let's just say someone who within my inner circle, my mom, rest in peace her soul, again, she was the main, she calling me up every single night, you know, saying, why, because even to be in the pageant, like, it was like a $300 fee. So it's really a, yo, you have to bet on yourself. And of course, if you win, then you get $500 and you get all this other shit. But all I heard was all this, yo, you letting these niggas fuck you out your money, you not gonna win, this and that, blase, blase. You like waking up to that every morning, going to sleep to that every night. And like when I say that, like, you know, folks may think that I'm exaggerating, but I'm dead ass. Like, and then not only that, because like, what happened?
You got Caribbean parents?
No, well, I got one, right? Because my fault. I'll say my mom.
I was say that sounds like some Caribbean parents to me.
and this is the irony. No, but here's my thing. This is the irony. My mom, she was just African American. My dad, he's the one who, and I haven't spent no time with him. That's why I'm thankful for my time that I spent up at college, because that's where I got to, you know, that's where I got to get connected to the culture. Yeah. But like, she was just African American. I'm not gonna give her that excuse. I'm like, but no. And I'll say this, no, there's a lot of things that she did. Like, she intended well, and she did a lot of great things for us, and she made us she helped make us who we are today. But going through that whole process, you know, every single night, that's one thing. Then my girlfriend, you know, on and off. I'm finding out on my birthday that she want to take a break, and she doesn't want me to hit her up until she's ready. Like, that's from 3 different. So I truly was alone, because why the fuck am I going? Like, everybody, whoever it is up in the situation, there's baby mama drama going on, and not to mention, we're not even talking about how you know, there's politics at play. So everybody's picking a side or whatever. So it's like, and the folks is being faked within the pageant. So it's like, and I'll say I won People's Choice. I lost that one. I didn't come on with the crown, so I had to hear about that.
You won the people.
Yeah.
A lot of times this is important, doesn't
it? It is. And I'll say that is what set up for the eventual victory that came in 2022. And my fault, okay. I'm going to hurry up and get to it, because I want for us to talk about more things, and I don't want to just keep talking about me. But but this is where, like, I'll always support Negra. I'll always support Joint Empire. You just everybody in general, everybody that's walking our path of life, because I'll say I've walked enough in it to see and be able to relate to our people. But like, folks don't know about the fact that, like, I was hearing for the next those year 2 that we were in COVID, hearing about how I fucked up during that pageant, even though I did win something. I walked out, people don't even remember who won that pageant, they just remember me. But having to go through and hear about how that was a mistake, how I can't be trusted, you know, how I'm a constantly keep fucking up, blase, then we get back to campus where everything's open back up. I jump back in the same pageant, my mom's just like, you ain't never gonna learn. And then, you know, let's just say this. By the time that she said that, I had already created the internal sphere, because I knew that in terms of who's going to be able to get me over the hump, it's going to be God, the Heavenly Kingdom, and myself. So, I don't know. All I know is this, man. Well, now, at this point, it's 2024, in the past couple, I don't know, if you go from 2019 to 2024, I ain't going to hold you shit, man. I think I got, like, if I stack up like King of Fort Myers, like the CSA, all that, I'm not gonna hold you. I think it's like 6, 7. I don't know, man. This was an NBA career. I might be a Hall of Fame. I ain't gonna hold you now. Shit. But no. I'll stop talking, man. I'll stop talking. Shit.
Know who I am, so figure out who you are.
Yo, nah, man. That's some hella
Favorite part.
Okay, y'all, for those who don't know, she's talking about my song Rebel, right? And at a certain point, and by the way, big shout out to G, because he was the one who I was recording that with. But like, there was a certain part, I probably should just go through and input. I'm gonna play it for y'all, especially afterwards. It was in the second verse. I'm trying to recall all of what I was saying, but all I know is at the very end, I was like, So I was definitely talking about God, and I was like, so now you know who I am, so figure out who you are. And then G did a special effect, so it was like R, and it just kept echoing, and then, and it sounded real cool.
That
man.
shit hit. That shit hits every time.
You see, but and now I tell you this now, whenever there's a folks listen to that shit, they can't get over that part.
So whenever you're ready to listen, I'm ready.
No, that's
Listen, I got y'all.
Put that shit on right now, actually.
You hey, yo, Noah. I mean, should we edit the song in? I mean, Noah, hey, yo, listen, work your magic, man. Do what you can. Edit in that part. but I know, again, I've been doing a whole lot of talking. Again, there is a whole lot of shit going on in the world. But, like,
I got a question for you, bro.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about that show up in Atlanta.
Oh.
I've been seeing a bunch of that shit you've been posting up, man. Tell me more about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. Well, shoot, I'm glad that you asked that question. And yo, the love and the flowers are still gonna continue to keep going out. You know how I was saying about how, like, whenever this that stuff pops out, of course, like, and it's going to your point of whatever success comes, it's gonna have to be because you know, make that shit happen. So when was it? I want to say back in January or February, right? I was sitting next to Samaya. She was telling me about the music that she was working on, and I was just scrolling on Instagram, and I came across it's an entity called Bridging the Music, right? I don't know. I think they're based out of New York, but what I saw was that they had a flyer essentially saying that there's like an opportunity you can go on like a mini tour. Right? They had all these different dates, and they do these festivals or these concerts like all over the place. I know out in UK, out in Australia, of course in New York, Wisconsin, all over the United States. And I saw that they had some spots where they were coming to Florida. So Orlando, Tampa, and Georgia, right? And so, like, I just hit them up. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm interested. And plus, you know, your boy was working with some money at that time. So, you know, I was like, I know it's gonna come with it. We're gonna have to put some bread down. But, you know, I ended up, you know, hitting them up, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm interested because I can perform as well as Negra, you know, she can also perform. I honestly, I wish that, like, you know, like my brother, I wish that I had him doing music so I could loop him up in there and bring along as many people as possible. But, you know, he was like, okay, no, we can definitely go through and work that shit out. I think we ended up getting on a call like that Tuesday or whatever, you know, numbers, you know, telling me all the different numbers, how, you know, of course, how many tickets that we have to sell, yeah, more details. Let's just say, I'll say by the end of the week, I ended up putting down the deposit for us and locking that in. So the actual event is going to be like a concert where whoever it is that happens to, you know, want to sign up, go and perform. Atlanta, I know we'll be performing at the Believe Hall.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's going to be something.
When is that?
That is going to be October the 9th.
Nice.
October the 9th. Thank you for asking.
Hey, that's cool, bro. I fuck with Atlanta, bro.
Atlanta.
And again, even though I was getting in contact, and by the way, because the gentleman, his name is Jonah. Big shout outs to Jonah, big shout outs to Samaya. Samaya was, and around that time she was telling me, I was like, yo, we gotta figure out a way how to like make some moves, or we gotta keep everything going. But, and also, by the way, y'all feel free to dig in and snacks with Kelvyn.
Put that shit up.
What's it called? You know, she was telling me, she was like, yo, Atlanta is where it's at. Atlanta is where it's at.
Yeah.
That to me is the cultural hub of the South.
Yes.
Atlanta.
Literally.
Yeah, for sure. Like New York is like up north, California's out, and then
I think that Atlanta's like a cultural hub of music.
oh, dude, it's so good. So much different stuff coming out.
It's not
of
just
that.
hip hop.
No, it's not. It's not.
My point exactly. What did I tell you?
That is why I listen to it. That's why I listen to her.
She won't steer you wrong.
Now, what I told, like, and this is my response back to Samaya. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited. Now, granted, even this is going to sound like I'm pushing back. I'm not pushing back. We're still going to go through with this, but because again, going back to what y'all had mentioned before, you have to believe in yourself more than anybody, right? And more, and I was, because me and Maya, we have conversations all the time about when we go through to these events around here in Fort Myers. I'm gonna be outright honest. There are plenty of times where I'm not gonna hold you. It feels like I'm the like what if I like I may as well be performing in like a empty room, right? Because that's legit the equivalent to what it is that I'm seeing. And I was like, Negra, I know how special Atlanta is. We still gonna go there. But please don't go through and get my hopes up just for and again, I already see how it is in Fort Myers.
That's for Myers though. You have to think about it too at the same time.
Yes.
Like there's just now like studios and stuff popping up. Like it's still in the works, you know, for Myers, and then you know, like it's hard. It's more hard like with Atlanta. Like there's music agencies, all that shit everywhere. You go to Atlanta, like.
Yeah,
you fucking see Young Thug walking on the street with people like that's how like no yeah not at the moment no but I'm saying like you
substitute Young Thug for T.I.
You're done. You're done.
Not to mention, you know, they got a lot of like hubs for like news channels and just multimedia channels and stuff too. Like, a lot of cartoons are made there. Like Cartoon Network is based in Atlanta. Like a lot of that stuff's based in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So
and like
you know at the end of a lot of these shows, when they have Made in Georgia.
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. So many
my
shows.
fault. Yeah, hold on. Power's not made in New York. It's made in Georgia.
Wait, what's it? No, not Power. I'm thinking of Empire. What's it? No, not Empire.
Wait, my fault. I know him. Like I know Superfly.
The game.
Oh.
Remember the show, The Game is Good?
Yeah, I remember.
Because you ever notice at the end, like the shows that you see that end up saying Georgia, those shows are like really produced in Georgia.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff going on.
They're trying to make Georgia,
whether it's just
Georgia Hollywood.
all kinds of media,
That's
music, all like you said, all different types of music too, not just hip hop scene stuff. You know, but like film, a lot of film stuff up there, a lot of acting. Well, a lot of theater.
I'm not gonna hold bro. This for multiple
yeah, Walking Dead was all in Atlanta.
For multiple reasons, bro. Listen, and that's another reason why I'm very excited for October the 9th, because I know Samaya, you know, she's Atlanta special. So I'm hearing that in one ear, and then around that same time,
more opportunity.
That part. Like my friend, you know, Ruben, I damn near want to call him TE. You know, we gonna see what we can work out. But you know, because like out at the conservatory, we ended up going through and we ended up doing a play. Which, by the way, we got a couple more plays that we about to be participating in. But he was also telling me the same thing, and he was like, yo, there's a lot of this right here. And I think this was my skepticism. It's not like. Because I think Atlanta's special. When I went to Atlanta before, like I seen, you know, all of what's there. When I saw Atlanta, maybe it was because, I'll say this, I only spent but so much time there. But I'm drawing on my experiences that I've had like in Fort Myers and also up at Tallahassee, right? You know, being at FSU, you know, popping out to all these different spots, FAMU as well, you know, and just interacting with everybody. I still like the general consensus that I'm getting is I'm looking at like the energy. I'm not gonna hold you. There's a lot of people here, but I still feel like I'm alone. And I'm not that doesn't deter me. That don't deter me or whichever. And I still use that as a source of motivation. But I'm like, please don't go through telling me, because like when I went up to FSU, folks, the same way how y'all were talking, yo, is this at FAMU or whatever, blase. I'm not saying that FAMU's not special. I'm not saying that FSU ain't special, but I've been there. Like it's not to. I'll say to me, it ain't as big as y'all make it out to be. Because as close as a community or whatever the hell it is that it's supposed to be, it ain't that.
I feel like it's one thing too, because like you live there, you know, and like people say that about Tampa all the time, which is where like I'm from, you know, and people are like, oh, Tampa's this, Tampa's that, you know, it's so cool, yeah. I'm like, I'm from there, so I'm like, It is what it is. You know, like I've been there, I've done all of that already, I guess. But yeah, I mean, overall, yeah, it's cool, it's nice. But like, you know, it's different when you like have someone from the outside. Like you were in Tallahassee, and people were like talking about FSU, like, oh man, that was so much fun. 'Cause I mean, I remember when I went up to FSU, I had a lot of fun when I went up there. But it's like, and like it was a good time, and you know, football games are fun and all that. But like you experienced that for a couple. I don't know how long you went to school up there for, but. You know, 3 years. So you experienced that for 3 years. So it's like you can hear it from the outside looking in, you know, but you're like, yeah, you know, this is pretty cool. But you know, I'm here. You know. I've experienced it before.
Oh no, it's all cool, man. Shoot, we gonna let the 5 minutes run. My fault, I ain't even.
No, it's cool, man. That's just how I feel. You know, when people talk about the city you're from or you lived there before, and they're like, oh man, this place is dope. Yada yada, and it's like, I guess, you know.
Can we talk about Atlanta, bro? It's like, yeah.
But I will say though, I am still very excited. Hell, we even it's once we, I don't know, man. Shoot, hell, I guess we're the gift that keeps giving. Because even though like we went through, we got that set up for October, Atlanta. We also set up dates in Tampa and Orlando as well. So, and that's going to be December 6th and December 7th. So we're going to, you know, and also like even for that time that we're going up in Atlanta, yo, Samaya, I remember Samaya was like, yo, we could probably only take a couple days. I'm like, no, we're taking a week. Fuck that. I'm sorry. No.
I full experience.
Which is ironic because I'm saying what I'm saying, but I'm still like, no, I'm still in though. Like I'm still in. I still want to see what it's about. I want to check out those opportunities because I know that we got a whole lot of royal magic that we cooking up, man. And you know, there's a lot of special things that can happen.
And it's nice to get out of town every once in a while too. You know, it provides different kind of inspiration for when you come back. You know, because K.So and I, you know, every year we try to go on a company retreat, as we call it. You know, for like a week. You know, really kind of like, I don't know, just get lost a little bit. You know, it's a good thing. You know, get out of the norm. You know, put yourself in different situations and stuff. But we do that to make music. You know, we'll go and we'll like for a week we'll go on a music retreat, and we'll just make music for a week straight. And like, yeah, oh man, it's refreshing to get out of town every once in a while. You know, and like, because everyone's got their like everyone gets comfortable in the grind. You know, everyone's got like, oh, I got this to do on Monday specifically. I got this to do on Tuesday. You know, and if you work 9 to 5, you know what it's like. You know, every day you got. I work 9 to 5, and after I go to the gym, after I come record or I write, you know. But you know, same thing with me. Like, you know, I know what I'm doing every week. You know, I DJ Friday and Saturday night. You know, I do, you know, we do stuff on Sundays and stuff. But when you get out of town, you know, kind of I don't know, kind of cuts that wire, and like you kind of get rewired a little bit. You know, where you're like put yourself in a totally different mindset. And especially for y'all too, it's cool that you're going up to Atlanta for music, because you know
that's where it's at.
Yeah. I've been going to Atlanta for a while, you know, since I was a kid. My mom grew up there, so I've been going there for a long time, man. My grandfather went to college at Georgia State.
Yeah,
big
shout out to
right
Georgia
there,
State.
right there in the middle of Atlanta. So yeah, it's cool.
Okay. I know I've been to the trap museum.
But, sorry, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Oh.
Right, yeah, right in the middle of Atlanta. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah, shouts out to Georgia State. My bad.
Hold on, my fault. Were you about to say something?
Oh, not even. I'm listening to y'all. I ain't got no college experiences, so I'm good for listening to y'all.
Oh man, yeah, I am excited for that. Because folks have been telling me that I need a vacation. I guess that's when you know it's fucking real.
Someone else is telling you that?
Yeah.
Yo, you ever think about going on vacation?
Yo, I like, and I'm gonna keep it tall with you because like I told folks that like that week, you know, I'm not gonna be here. Somebody's not gonna be here for that particular reason. I'm gonna try to apply for PTO because when I told them early. Like I'm talking like 3-4 months out in advance.
Yeah.
Whichever.
And if they don't,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You
No,
might as
you
well say
go. You go.
Alright, so basically where we're at, right?
Yeah.
Where we work, right? I
Yeah.
held a couple different positions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I just recently moved to a different company.
Yeah.
But I was once in like an assistant, like I was just helping the trainer out.